Some people never go crazy. What truly horrible lives they must lead. Sometimes, you climb out of bed in the morning, and you think, I'm not going to make it, but you laugh inside, remembering all the times you felt that way. What matters most is, how well you walk through the fire. The problem with the world is that, the intelligent people are full of doubts, while the stupid ones are full of confidence. I wanted the whole world, or nothing. Find what you love, and let it kill you. An intellectual says a simple thing in a hard way. An artist says a hard thing in a simple way. If you're losing your soul, and you know it, then you've still got a soul left to lose. Some lose all mind and become soul, insane. Some lose all soul, and become mind, intellectual. Some lose both and become accepted. Real loneliness is not necessarily limited to, when you are alone. I loved you, like a man loves a woman, he never touches, only writes to, keeps little photographs of. Being alone never felt right, sometimes it felt good, but it never felt right. A love like that was a serious illness, an illness from which you never entirely recover. Poetry is what happens, when nothing else can. Of course, it's possible to love a human being, if you don't know them too well. I remember awakening one morning, and finding everything smeared with the color of forgotten love. People, with no morals, often considered themselves freer, but mostly they lacked the ability to feel or love. I stopped looking for a dream girl, I just wanted one that wasn't a nightmare. There is a loneliness in this world so great, that you can see it in the slow movement of the hands of a clock. You begin saving the world, by saving one man at a time, all else is grandiose romanticism, or politics. There is always one woman to save you from another, and as that woman saves you, she makes ready to destroy. Life's as kind as you let it be. My beer-drunk soul is sadder than all the dead Christmas trees of the world. Without literature, life is hell. Some moments are nice, some are nicer, some are even worth writing about. There are times, when those eyes inside your brain, stare back at you. I never met another man I'd rather be, and even if that's a delusion, it's a lucky one. The difference between a democracy and a dictatorship is that, in a democracy you vote first, and take orders later. In a dictatorship, you don't have to waste your time voting. I carry death in my left pocket. Sometimes, I take it out and talk to it. Hello, baby, how you doing? When you coming for me, I'll be ready. I want so much that is not here, and do not know where to go. Love is all right for those who can handle the psychic overload. It's like trying to carry a full garbage can on your back over a rushing river of piss. Oh, I don't mean you're handsome, not the way people think of handsome. Your face seems kind, but your eyes, they're beautiful, they're wild, crazy, like some animal peering out of a forest on fire. It was like the beginning of life and laughter. It was the real meaning of the sun. Anything is a waste of time, unless you are fucking well or creating well or getting well or looming toward a kind of phantom love happiness. People are strange, they are constantly angered by trivial things, but on a major matter like totally wasting their lives, they hardly seem to notice. Beauty is nothing, beauty won't stay. You don't know how lucky you are to be ugly, because if people like you, you know it's for something else. Nobody can save you, but yourself, and you're worth saving. It's a war not easily won, but if anything is worth winning, then this is it. I guess the only time most people think about injustice is when it happens to them. Understand me, I'm not like an ordinary world. I have my madness. I live in another dimension and I do not have time for things that have no soul. I had noticed that both, in the very poor, and very rich, extremes of society, the mad were often allowed to mingle freely. I was glad I wasn't in love, that I wasn't happy with the world. I like being at odds with everything. People in love often become edgy, dangerous. They lose their sense of perspective. They lose their sense of humor. They become nervous, psychotic bores. They even become killers. Writers are desperate people, and when they stop being desperate, they stop being writers. I wasn't lonely, I experienced no self-pity. I was just caught up in a life in which I could find no meaning. One can never be sure whether it's good poetry or bad acid. Now something so sad has hold of us that the breath leaves and we can't even cry. I didn't have any friends at school, didn't want any. I felt better being alone. I sat on a bench and watched the others play and they looked foolish to me. Goodness can be found sometimes in the middle of hell. Nothing is worse than to finish a good shit, then reach over and find the toilet paper container empty. Even the most horrible human being on earth deserves to wipe his ass. In my next life, I want to be a cat, to sleep 20 hours a day and wait to be fed, to sit around licking my ass. It was better for me when I could imagine greatness in others, even if it wasn't always there. It's better to do a dull thing with style than a dangerous thing without it. The more crap you believe, the better off you are. Some people like what you do, Some people hate what you do, but most people simply don't give a damn.